Hey, all, Brad here. Recently got a job wrapped up for Rick, one of my customers here. He had purchased a Strikeforce MPU, which is a Williams Midway board Y unit. Similar hardware, same hardware. Smash TV, High Impact. There's some other games that are on that same Total Carnage, stuff like that. So anyway, it's a pretty rare board he picked up. Got a good price on it, but it was just the MPU, no soundboard, no interboard wiring. So I had posted in the chat that, hey, I probably have a spare Strikeforce Y unit soundboard I could put together, restore, along with the interboard wiring harness and all that. And he reached out and said, yeah, I'd be interested in all that. I really need that stuff to get this board working. So I took a board, stripped it down, restored it. So here's the soundboard right here, fully restored, all the electrolytics replaced. A lot of the electrolytics on here, these 10 microfarad, I put in tantalums. These are 25 volt tantalums. They'll last a lifetime. There's also another 1 microfarad here that was original aluminum electrolytic can as well that I put in. And then this electrolytic's new, these three. You've got here on the two amplifiers, you've got a 470 microfarad and a couple thousands. So all those get changed out. These are double EPROMs. These draw very little current. Reproduction labels I put on there. I also replace on all of them this crystal here, 3.57 megahertz. The tall ones tend to fail. These low profile modern ones are great. I do have to change a resistor on here to get a nice high amplitude signal. And these ones don't have quite the drive, so I have to swap out a resistor here. A few other mods I do. There's another header here that normally you have to put a jumper on. I pull the header and just put a 0 ohm shorting resistor there. It makes it a lot cleaner. So quite a few things I do to these as well as fully test them. So we'll go through here on the bench. I do have the game booted and running. This is, let me go back, sorry. This is my Strikeforce MPU. I tend to keep one of almost every game that I've worked on, in the shop, so I can use for reference and things like testing different components. So it works out pretty well. So I guess first thing we'll do is we'll drop into diagnostics here. And here is music test. And then we'll test the Yamaha chip with some different sound effects. And just loops through all the different ones that are used on that chipset. And then this is CSVD. This is speech, constant variable slope demodulator. So you can see everything's working good. So what I'll do is I'll just coin it up here. And we'll drop into a game. Let me turn the volume down. So this is a very Defender-esque type game. This is like a sequel, Defender sequel. It's a very cool game. Once you figure out the gameplay and the different weapons, and it's got a lot of really cool features. Up here you can see I've got it in 2-player mode, but it's got all different types of weapons you can switch to and go to different planets and fight. And, it's similar concept that you have these colonists that are come down you're rescuing on each planet. Where Defender's limited to one world, you're just kind of going around in circles. So anyway, soundboard works great. I don't know if I went over here, but this is the volume pot I make up. This is a brand new potentiometer. I make up a custom harness with the Molex connector and polarizing key, so it only goes on one way. I 3D print these mounting brackets. I've got a nice aluminum knob here for the volume. I include the mounting screws for it. I've got the ribbon cable back here. I make these up. This is a 20-pin ribbon cable. And then this is kind of what they call the interboard wiring. So this is the output for the speakers. And then this brings power into the board. You've got 5 volts, 12 volts, and ground coming in here. And then all that's routed back to the MPU here. And the audio that's coming off the soundboard is routed through here and then back out through the JAMA. So once you connect the soundboard with this cable, all your connections are done through JAMA. All your controls and power and service switches, as well as audio, all that is through JAMA, which is kind of slick. So everything's ready to go. I'm going to get it boxed up, and we'll get this thing coming your way so you can get your game running. Thanks for watching.